Hey guys, Anthony here at GDC 2013. Just saw an interesting panel from Klei Entertainment, the guys who made Mark of the Ninja, all about adding to games through subtraction, how to know when to simplify systems in your game, how to know when to change the rules of a genre in your game. So I thought, I want to pull these guys aside and talk about how they applied these theories to Mark of the Ninja, which was one of my favorite games of last year. I'm here with Jeff Agala, who is the creative director over at Klei Entertainment. He just gave a talk about Mark of the Ninja, which is one of my favorite games of last year.
Thank you.
And I love this talk because you focused on some of the things, some of the reasons behind decisions that I think stealth fans might have found a little off-putting in your game. Yeah. You know, for instance, you talked about why you made decisions like making cones of sound visible, making lights only on or off, kind of why you removed anything that was unclear. And I think people who are stealth fans got a little worried about that, thinking maybe you were oversimplifying the genre.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about why you came to those decisions?
Okay, well, it really was based off the idea of making it clear to the user what's going on, so allowing them to plan. We found that throughout our production, like we talked about how, like, oh, we wanted to create this, like, the theory of, or like you're a real ninja, but we were like trying to figure out what that was, right? Like what that experience was. So we came up with this theory of like when you're like hidden in the shadows and you see everything going on, you just sit there and you plan what you're going to do to these people, right? And that's the kind of feeling we wanted in the game, where it's like, okay, you are unseen, you're completely safe, no one sees you, no one knows you exist. So how are you going to execute your plan? So you needed to have all that information, like all that data, like like how far they could hear, which direction they're looking. Like in Ninja, we even have like vision cones at all times for all the goons. And that's like the first time ever seen in any game where you actually see a vision cone for like it's not a flashlight, it's not like a infrared cone or whatever. It's just like their standard, they could see this far in the darkness.
Yeah.
And we put that in there just so the users know they could jump like 5 feet in front of the person and you're in darkness so they cannot see you. But if you get closer, they could see you. So we wanted all that information translated to the user so they could plan properly and they could know their world and stuff like that.
But
down
don't you
to the
think,
pixel.
Yeah, but don't you think, I think some people who are big fans of stealth would argue that some of the ambiguousness in the genre is part of what makes the stealth genre what it is.
Sure, and we, like, you know, we came off playing games like Arkham and Thief. Thief was a big inspiration for us, and even just like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. And it really did boil down to, we had our theories of, like, we felt the same way. We felt like, you know, let's make this game of like, and we came off Shank and Shank 2, where it's like kind of immersive, less UI and all that stuff. So we tried it with less UI, less kind of like, just like let the player figure it out. And everybody just got like swamped. Everybody didn't know where they, like how far in front of the guys you could jump and stuff like that. And it just became this big mush, especially in 2D, where it's like, you only have a few options. So you want it to be clear, like I could jump exactly there and then jump away and then no one will see me. Or I could, I could grapple hook right across these guys' head and they're not gonna see me because I know their vision code. So it really became, like, we did test those theories. Like, we actually made that game and it didn't work for the 2D stealth game. Like, so then we actually, like, you know, we came up with new theories. We came up with making it, like, the idea of planning and making that clear to the user. Like, plan, this is the scenario, plan how you're gonna execute this. And then giving them all the knowledge they have or all the information they needed to plan.
So then where does, if you're able to sit and plan with impunity, where does the difficulty come from in a 2D stealth game?
Well, the difficulty comes from the whole, like, it's for one, like, you know, if you have a puzzle, you have all the information. Like, let's take that analogy. You have a puzzle, you have all the information ahead of you, you still got to figure out the puzzle, right? Like, and it's just kind of that thing. It's like we don't have puzzles in our game, sure, but it's just like you have all the information ahead of you. Now figure out how to execute, and you know, we worked on tight controls and stuff so people can execute and feel awesome, because that's the one thing you wanted in a ninja game. It's like you're like silent, hidden in the shadows. You see everybody doing their thing. They have no clue you're there, and then you pounce out and you do everything faster than anybody could react, and you get out of there. And that's like the ultimate feeling of a ninja. And to capture that in a game is kind of hard. And I think we caught a little bit of that, and I think that you know, to us that was like our success.
You guys are doing a director's cut. For the game. And there are things that you are changing that you're kind of going back and adding.
Not so, we are adding new abilities. We have a few new abilities that if you're at PAX you got to play. And we were adding a new level. So and you can also there's a new play style. Yeah, now that's what I want to talk about. This is a play style that focuses more on non-lethal takedowns now. What made you guys want to go back and add that? So I think, you know, we are, you know, part of this world. We read the forums, read the internet, right? Like, and so like there's the reality of like there's an element of non-lethal takedowns that, you know, if you're a ninja too, you want that choice, right? And in the special edition, you're playing as Dosan, the guy who actually, in the story, he's the guy who's giving you
the tattoo artist.
So like there was like an element of his character that we wanted to bring out as well. So that kind of worked together, and Nels and Jamie decided to do the non-lethal.
Awesome. And when are people going to be able to get their hands on that?
We're still in development. What we're saying is this summer. So yeah, it should be coming out soon.
Beyond the director's cut, are you guys working on a sequel for Mark of the Ninja? A lot of people love this game.
Yeah, like we know everybody wants more, so we're working on the director's cut still. We're working on the additional content and stuff, and like we don't know what the future brings to us. Like, you know, we're making Don't Starve right now as well. And that
which is awesome.
Split crew,
I've been playing the beta of that.
Yeah, that's a really fun game to make, and we have a lot of the I'm still working on both projects, so it's kind of hard still. So you asked me for more.
Just do three games at once.
We are only one company, you know, like. But yeah, obviously.
Cool. So if they want to find out more about the director's cut of Mark of the Ninja, Don't Starve, and you're going to announce Mark of the Ninja 2, so they should check out what? It's just markoftheninja.com. What is that?
We are officially, or nothing. There's nothing in development for whatever game you're talking about.
All right.
But we do have the special edition, which has like the funny thing about the special edition has like tons of commentary, like interviews with all the staff, like all the staff do commentary, not just the directors, not just like the core people, it's the entire staff.
I think that's cool because you obviously, you know, between talking to you today and having Nels in the studio before, you guys obviously put so much thought and so much nuance into every decision in this game. I feel like those commentary tracks are going to be awesome. You guys are definitely going to want to listen to those.